Rain hammered against the glass walls of the penthouse while Ethan Cole stared at the tiny pink shoe resting in his palm. 10 years had passed, yet he still kept it hidden in the drawer beside his bed like a sacred relic. His daughter, Lily, had supposedly died only 3 months after birth. That was what his wife Vanessa had told him through tears and trembling hands while he was trapped overseas finalizing a billion-dollar merger. "You never even got to hold her," Vanessa had whispered back then. "She was too weak." Those words had haunted him every single day. The billionaire world knew Ethan Cole as a ruthless tech mogul who bought companies like toys and crushed competitors without mercy. But the truth was simpler. A man who loses the only child he ever dreamed of becomes cold because warmth reminds him of what's gone. That Friday evening, Ethan dismissed his driver and wandered alone through the poorer side of Chicago after a charity gala he never wanted to attend. The rain soaked his expensive coat within minutes, but he kept walking, trying to silence the ache inside him. Near an alley behind a grocery store, he noticed a young black boy crouched beside a trembling stray dog. The boy couldn't have been older than 13. His hoodie was torn, his sneakers soaked through, yet he carefully wrapped half of his sandwich in paper and slid it toward the starving animal. The dog devoured it instantly. "You gave away your dinner," Ethan said quietly. The boy looked up, startled. "He looked hungrier than me." Ethan smirked faintly. "That's not very smart." "Maybe," the boy replied, standing slowly. "But kindness ain't supposed to be smart all the time." Something about the boy's calm voice caught Ethan off guard. "What's your name?" "Malik." Ethan reached into his wallet and handed him several $100 bills. "Buy yourself food. And dry clothes." Malik stared at the money but didn't take it. "You rich people always think money fixes everything," he said. Ethan's patience thinned. "Trust me, kid. It fixes most things." "No," Malik answered softly. "Not dead daughters." The words hit Ethan like a punch. His eyes narrowed. "What did you say?" Malik studied him carefully. "You're Ethan Cole, right? CEO guy from the magazines?" "Yes. My mama used to work at St. Mary's Hospital years ago." Malik swallowed hard. "She told me about a rich baby that never died." Ethan's heartbeat slowed to a terrifying silence. "What are you talking about?" Malik hesitated, almost afraid. "Your daughter isn't dead. It's your wife who lied to you." For a second, the world disappeared beneath the roar of rain. Ethan grabbed the boy's shoulders. "Don't play games with me." "I'm not." Malik's voice cracked. "My mama was a nurse assistant. She heard your wife arguing with a doctor. The baby was healthy. Your wife paid them to fake the records." Ethan released him slowly, his face drained of color. "That's impossible." "My mama kept the bracelet," Malik whispered. "The hospital bracelet with the baby's name because she thought what happened was wrong." Ethan stumbled backward as memories crashed into him. Vanessa refusing to let him see the body. Vanessa insisting the funeral stay closed casket because she was too devastated. Vanessa inheriting control over part of his company only months later. "No. No, it couldn't be true. Where is your mother?" Ethan asked desperately. Malik lowered his gaze. "She died last year." The hope in Ethan's chest shattered instantly. "But before she died," Malik continued, "she gave me this." From inside his hoodie pocket, he carefully removed a tiny faded hospital bracelet sealed in plastic. "Baby girl Cole. Birth date, October 14th. Ethan's knees nearly buckled. It was real. His fingers trembled as he touched the bracelet like it might vanish. For the first time in a decade, tears blurred his vision. "She's alive," he whispered. Malik nodded slowly. "I think your wife sold her." The sentence was so monstrous Ethan couldn't process it. Vanessa had always wanted freedom, luxury, status. A child would have chained her to responsibility while Ethan buried himself in work overseas. Had she truly done something this evil? Ethan looked at Malik again. Why tell me now? The boy shrugged weakly. Because my mama said rich people stop seeing poor folks as human. But she said you cried when you called the hospital. She said no father should live believing his child died when she didn't. Ethan felt something inside him crack open. For years, billion-dollar meetings, private jets, luxury homes, none of it had mattered. Yet here stood a starving boy in ripped shoes offering him the truth no millionaire friend ever had. Do you have family? Ethan asked quietly. Just me. Where do you sleep? Malik pointed toward a nearby shelter. Ethan stared at him for a long moment before removing his coat and draping it over the boy's shoulders. Come with me. Malik frowned. Why? Because kindness isn't supposed to be smart all the time. The boy's eyes widened slightly before a small smile appeared. Over the next few weeks, Ethan unleashed the most powerful investigators money could buy. Hidden adoption records surfaced. Bribes were uncovered. A retired doctor finally confessed everything after facing prison. Vanessa had secretly sold the baby through an illegal adoption network to a wealthy family overseas. She'd told them Ethan was abusive and dangerous. The scandal exploded across every major news channel in America. Vanessa disappeared before authorities could arrest her. But Ethan didn't care about revenge anymore. 3 months later, he stood trembling at an airport in London. A young girl with curly brown hair stepped cautiously through the gate beside her adoptive parents. She was 10 years old now. Lily. She had his eyes. Ethan couldn't move. The girl studied him nervously. Are you, my father? His voice broke instantly. Yes. Lily walked slowly toward him, uncertain at first, until Ethan dropped to his knees and opened his arms. The moment she hugged him, 10 years of grief collapsed into tears he could no longer contain. Across the terminal, Malik watched quietly beside Ethan's security team. He smiled to himself as father and daughter reunited at last. Ethan noticed him and called out, "Come here." Malik approached awkwardly. Lily looked at him curiously. Ethan placed one hand on Malik's shoulder and another on Lily's. "This boy," he said through tears, "gave me my life back." That night, Ethan officially filed adoption papers for Malik. Reporters later asked the billionaire why he suddenly changed his empire, donating millions to shelters, hospitals, and orphan programs. Ethan simply answered, "Because the poorest boy I ever met taught me what real wealth looks like."